mass around the top of the neck, you've got it to where you just have one bead, one strand, so it's very, very comfortable to wear.
Okay, so here we go, guys. Now, is my other ring gone? I probably should take it off. I bet this is sold out. Is it sold out? Okay, this is almost sold out. Here's another ring that's going to be sold out, guaranteed. And again, we just didn't think $49.90 was good enough. Let's go even lower than that. Originally $84.90. This is now clearance priced at $39.90 for the matching ring. It's turquoise and coral together. Obviously, it's another sellout here pretty quickly. Clearance price over 50% off. And Jay, this is actually a favorite of the customers. It's a customer pick.
Okay, and you know, one of the things, and if you grow up in the Southwest like I did, you know, you see a lot of the jewelry and a lot of the jewelry designs have turquoise and coral in them. If you go to like Tibet, you see turquoise and coral. There's a lot of, any place where there's, you know, you have turquoise and you also have the availability of coral, you'll always see these two combined together. The funny story with the Southwest, when we were kids, we'd go through these, the pack-rat nests, and we would find these little obviously drilled beads, and we couldn't figure out what it was. And a friend of mine, if you put it in salt water and leave it set for enough, it would turn the color of whatever, and it was coral. And it shows that they actually had trade routes. The Anastasi's, the ancient Indian tribes, they had trade routes that obviously came from the ocean or in the Caribbean, or even as far as the Pacific Ocean, where they, in Bolivia and Peru, where they actually had trade routes where they had coral and they would bring it up to the Southwest. So now the modern day artist, they would combine the two. They would combine coral, the red coral, and turquoise. So this is something that that has been done that I kind of grew up with. I just love this combination. They just kind of melt together. They just really offset each other.
And I just like the shape of it too. You know, it's very interesting. It's very different. It's not, you know, it's not your same old boring, you know, kind of ring. We're like, oh look, we have the same ring. It's highly and uniquely different. And if you are thinking gift giving, we have 5 through 12, and we have 300 available, and never will this price be repeated. If you're tuned in tonight and you're kind of just checking out or channel surfing, this is one of those wow shows where even, and I've worked with Jay for many years now, it's like, are you kidding me? I mean, we're talking about genuine turquoise, genuine coral, all sterling silver. You can't get a fashion ring at the mall to come even close to $39.90. Oh, and with FlexPay, it's $7.98. Now remember, everything from Jay, 5 flex tonight in our show. So if you're stocking up, if you're gift giving, now's the perfect time to do it, because that 5 flex will end, because it's a big 24-hour jewelry event.